We're back and we are working on the intake, the titanium air chamber that I just had custom made, one of one, for the LC500. As I mentioned in my post in my previous video, my friend Jake, who made this intake, did not have my car in the shop. He made it sight unseen, which he did an incredible job for sight unseen. And one thing that me and him are going to change on this is our intake, our ports for the breathers for the valve covers. We kind of guessed on where to put them, and we're both not really happy with where they're at. They're just too close to other things. So I came up with a new idea. I'm going to make a breather kit for the valve covers. R&R Racing actually has a similar kit, which is kind of where my idea came from. So shout out to R&R Racing for developing that. But they don't have one for the LC500, so I'm going to make my own, and I'll walk y'all through what I'm going to do to make this kit. So this is one of the breather lines that I ran just to see if we could make this work, which it will work fine. I just think that we could make it nicer. And then here's the second one. And basically the first line runs up underneath this ECU here, and then this one runs up underneath this ECU here. So I'm going to pull both of these lines completely out. I'm going to run a new line behind the engine with a breather filter in the rear that's going to connect both of those together, and it's going to eliminate all of this up here. On a revised version of this chamber, we'll more than likely just remove these two ports completely and just use the breather kit. It makes the most sense, and I think it'll look a lot cleaner up here. So I'm going to go through the install on that now. And the first line that I originally made is now out. So I'll be using 1/2-inch silicone line. It's high temp, heat resistant, and basically we're just going to connect the two valve covers to these, and I'm going to split this somewhere in the middle and add in the filter. This passenger side one can be a little bit of a hard time, so I used a smaller 10mm to be able to squeeze in here to get this off. And now that it's off, there's our hose we're going to be changing right there, and we'll see what we can come up with on the breather. All right, and the second one is out. So now I'm going to take my line and wrap it around and see where it would be best to cut it to put this filter. So I have everything trimmed down, and I'm going to make my cut in the back. We're going to put the filter in the back. So what I have for this setup is a K&N filter, nothing crazy, and then this T-clamp. It's a 3-sided barb fitting that's just going to sit back there and basically be the breather. My first line is ran. As you can see, we have it ran right down there. I did put some heat wrap on this line just because these engines get so hot. It's probably not necessary, but I chose to do so. It's going to connect right back here. So I'm gonna go ahead and get the filter on and we'll work on the second line. Breather kit is installed. So as you can see, we ran from down there just around to the back of the engine, through the filter and back there. We're gonna tuck it down in there. And this should work just like on the other F vehicles that R&R Racing has designed. Okay, I got everything back together now. So I don't see any issues with this. This should completely solve our problem. As far as up here goes, this is what I've determined I'm going to do. I have these silicone caps. For now, I'm just going to stick these right here until I can get a revised version that will eliminate both of those ports. So I have 2 of those caps. I'm going to throw those on and be good to go. I have my caps on the front now, so yeah, those are good. I also have everything back here tucked away with the breather filter. It's tucked right underneath that seal there, so no water issues back there in that area, and zip tied right down there. So everything is tied in, everything is back together. Let's put my cover on, make sure it all fits. Wanted to fire everything up just to make sure I had no lights, make sure nothing was wrong and that everything would be good. So everything is good to go. Everything fits. I think this is the route to go with this air chamber. Again, this is a design that R&R Racing supplies with a lot of their F vehicle intakes, and I think that's just the way to go on the LC500 as well. Y'all asked for a sound clip, so I'm gonna get you a sound clip. But anyway, appreciate everybody watching. Subscribe. I do have more stuff in the works for the LC. It's coming soon, so I'm really excited to share it with everyone. So make sure you drop a subscribe, like the video, and just help me support me, and I'll keep it up. So thank you.